this is your topic, Rocco.
Okay. My second topic, then. I'm going to go back to my phone. Have your music preferences evolved over life? And if so, explain the evolution. And I'm glad I get to have this conversation with you.
Me? Well,
Yeah, why
we go way
not?
back with music, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Yep.
that's why you're excited to have this conversation with me.
That's why I'm excited.
I will start. I
Okay.
My music started. This is embarrassing, but I'm okay. I'm fine admitting this because I am who I am. But I believe my first musical like preferences came from Backstreet Boys, NSYNC,
Yep.
um, Weird Al Yankovic, and I mean this like in terms of timeline, this is a fraction,
That's
right? But these are
Those
the
are three of my like all-time favorites,
oh
man,
well, I
which is
mean yeah,
hilarious so far.
but like it's not like I was a diehard fan. It was like these were the songs that
Yeah.
first like entered my cerebellum, and I was like, wow, cool, music's
Mm.
kind of neat. And then I'll never forget this one. It was shit. Oh my god, I have to look this up because I'm gonna die if I can't remember it. But it was from the horrible movie with Meg Ryan and Nicolas Cage called City of Angels. Um, it was Google Dolls. Google Dolls were
Yeah.
the artist. Um, and the song was it was just called City of Angels. Okay, yeah, it
City
was.
of
No, it was
Angels.
called Iris. Google Dolls
Iris.
Iris. Yeah. And I just really like. I thought it was a really good song. It was really cheesy. It's really like it's kind of emo. It's Google Dolls. Like if you've listened to Google Dolls, you know what to expect. But it was kind of my first like foray into melodic and syncopation kind of songs that were like really just. I was like, wow, these are
Hmm.
designed to really get you like kind of bopping your head, really just like feeling
Yep.
it. It was cool. And then I extremely quickly, moved right on to rap music. And I'll never forget.
What around what time did that happen for you?
Oh, great
So like,
question. So I was late to the music, like MTV. Like I was just a late bloomer in a lot of different aspects, and music was one that definitely followed that trend. So while my friends were watching MTV and VH1 and liking things like those shows and like Beavis and Butthead, I was still watching cartoons and liking Spider-Man and Marvel and all that
yeah.
stuff. So when I started to listen to music, it wasn't until sixth grade,
Sixth
seventh
grade.
grade, maybe. I want to say like closer to seventh grade, probably,
Okay.
because
So like
it might have been sixth grade.
you're like 9,
Yeah, something like
10,
that.
something
Yeah,
like that. 9 o'clock. 9
nine,
9
nine
o'clock.
o'clock.
9 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'll never forget this. Me and my buddy Mike, we walked to the mall, or we rode our bikes to the mall. We had a couple dollars in savings, and we both bought Chronic 2001 by Dr. Dre. And I mean, what an amazing album to get for your first
Yeah.
rap album, right? And I'll never forget it. We went back to my place, we went in my basement, and we cranked that shit up to 100, and we blasted it, and it was profanity.
I
It
love
was
it.
like there was like a whole porno scene on audio in there. It was nuts. And my mom is upstairs, and she can hear it, but I guess she's just like kind of in her own head thinking, because she was just doing her own thing, like getting ready for work or something like that. And like, dude, I heard Eminem, I heard Nate Dogg, I heard Snoop
Yep.
Dogg, I heard, this was my first introduction to like what happened with Eazy-E and like NWA and what happened with those guys and why they had such a fallout. And I heard all that stuff, and I quit. And then from there, I went to like Eminem, and before you knew it, I was very much into rap music, for the most part. Then there was a dip in rap music for a part, and I went into alternate like rock music. So like like Disturbed and System of a Down, and I liked Let the
That's
Bodies Hit the Floor,
hilarious. I
Let the
did that
Bodies Hit the
too.
Floor. You
When
know what I
did that
mean?
all come in? When did that come in?
That
When did that come in?
that was in like eighth grade. That was like a little bit like, and I
Okay.
really I
Yeah.
yeah, it was a little bit after eighth grade. Like shit, who Alien Ant Farm. Like there was a lot of those like late '90s like rock bands I was like really getting
Gotcha.
into. And it might have just been a dip in rap music. Like I just didn't hear a new album from Eminem. I didn't hear a new album from Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Obviously, he hadn't made one after that. So I really got. And then Linkin Park came out and Limp Bizkit, and there was this like rock
Yeah.
rap stuff, and I was just like,
I was all about that.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
all into that, man. I love. Sarah makes fun of me, but I was like super into Linkin Park.
Yep.
So
I
and
listened
then
to
after that, I started to get slowly back into rap music, and then it didn't quite stop there. Like really getting into like people like Chamillionaire and getting into D Block, so and the Locks, which was Jada Kiss and Sheik Luch, um, Styles P, getting into the
So where
game
are we at
and
now in your
this is
life?
this is like late high school,
Okay,
going into
gotcha.
college. Like I remember
Yeah.
playing Chameleon and Alan, not liking it at first, and then I think
Yep.
I
I
started getting
remember
into like,
familiar.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like from there, like I was,
Yep.
it was really cool to go to the South because I was dipping into like Southern rap music. You know what I mean? Like you were a pretty
Yep.
good influence on showing me some stuff. I remember dipping
Yep.
into. Nobody really remembers this, but fucking Pitbull was awesome back in
Yep.
the day before
Hell
he
yeah, dude.
sold his soul to the devil
Yeah.
and just made pop
Whoa,
music.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Listen.
Kulo and all these other great songs that he made. They were like fucking. There was a short window in college, and Chrislyn will make fun of me for the end of days, but like I was super into Latino like rap music. So like Sean Paul.
Reggaeton.
Yeah, reggaeton,
Yeah.
dude. I was all about
Yep.
reggaeton music because it was like dancing and like hip hop. It was like really
Yeah.
fun. So like I dipped into everything, and then that only continued on when I went to Chicago because that's when I really got into Midwest rappers. I got into
Okay.
Kanye West and Common, and I got into Kid Cudi and Lupe Fiasco, and I really like that
Love
like
Kid
more
Cudi.
intellectual hip hop stuff that was coming out there. And then Pandora got big around that time, and that's
Yeah.
when I was really able to get songs that I had not listened to. Like I never had a Tupac album. I was able to listen to like Tupac and Biggie and all this
Yeah.
other stuff, and just
Oh, you never had a Tupac
no,
album?
no, no, no,
No?
no, no.
Oh, that's right, because it was before that time when you had got. Yeah,
Exactly.
dude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was listening to like All
Yeah.
Eyes on Me and Changes and like all this other like great stuff. And I was like, holy shit, this is great. And then they're showing me like MF Doom and like just I was going deep. And I even started my own like hip hop blog there for a while about just listening to different songs and kind of analyzing that. And that stayed for a while. And then I met Sarah, and I evolved into accepting things like Arcade Fire and listening to like those other alternative stuff.
What is
We had-
what is Arcade Fire?
Arcade Fire is I mean I'm not really good at like the labeling as what they would be.
Yeah.
But they're just like a kind of grassroots rock kind of thing.
Okay.
Gotcha. It's a Canadian indie rock band. So yeah, it's a lot of indie stuff.
Okay. Gotcha.
But a lot of a lot of that stuff was good. So she showed me a lot of that stuff. I got
And
into,
that's
like,
where you're at now?
I think, well, from there, then my palette has been refined. Like, I enjoy that because Sarah and I share music, but my rap thing has like really dwindled into what
Yeah.
like I like. There's some newcomers like Drake and stuff, but like there's some things that I wasn't able
There's
to.
not much that you're just not about anymore.
No, and my favorite rapper right now is like Childish Gambino, and I think he's amazing. But I used to have like, I feel like I used to have like a pool full of rappers of go to and like listen to whole albums, and now like I listen to like a couple select few, and that's
You're
just,
like, I'm done.
I got sick of the rap music that was like very aggressive, not aggressive because I like aggressive
Yeah.
rap music, but aggressive in the sense of like
what its
like
lyrics
gangster.
were about, right?
like I was
Yeah.
just done with that. Like I didn't care about that. Like Childish Gambino's talking about like nerd culture and what it means to grow up as
Yeah.
like a black kid in a white school and feeling like you're just a normal white kid kind of deal. Like those things were thought provoking. Lupe Fiasco has gone too much this, but like he's been pretty political and like questioning society in the past. I thought that was very intriguing. Common had a more
Kid Cudi.
intellectual side on him. Kid Cudi had a very like
Yeah.
very like feel good, like let's bring in Daft Punk, let's bring in Rat-a-tat, let's bring in the guys that did Kids and like all these other like kind of psychedelic kind of rap. So I really started to like that and started to move away from like Lil Wayne's like 10th album because I was like, dude, I've heard your shit already. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of boring.
Yeah, same here.
So that's my
Yeah.
spiel. I went to town.
Well, honestly, so like mine's very similar to yours, except for like a little like sprinkled here and there things. So like I listened to Tupac, you know, when I was young. I listened to 504 Boys, which had a song like "Wobble Wobble." You want to make it, shake it, you know. So like here's the reason why my music palette was so like diversified, because I had my mom who loved like 70s music, right, and new music, and then I had my stepfather who loved classic rock. Now's genre is classic rock, right? And that was it. That was just it. Journey, Warrant, all those bands, so I listened to all those guys, Yeah. She's my cherry pie. Smile on her face, 10 miles wide. Looks so good, bring a TNT. Sweet cherry pie. Oh, yeah. Okay, so anyway, so I had that, and then I had also my dad was listening to new music, and my dad was also listening to, like, deep, hardcore, like underground rap. Like,
your dad was?
Like, who knows how to find this music, And he would
Can you
always
name some rappers?
No, I was like 504 Boys. Have you heard of those guys?
Oh, okay. No.
Before they became a big deal, like
Sorry, I thought that was you.
No. So before they became out like as a big deal, like they were one of those guys that I was introducing to everybody. They were like, "What the hell is this song?" It's like a badass song. It became then their Wobble Wobble song actually became something later on, But he's actually really good at like selecting music before it becomes big. Anyways, so my path was pretty much the same thing. So then I went to like listening to like, you went to listening to rap, right off the rip. So did I pretty much because that's what he was listening to. I had Tupac, I had the 504 Boys, I had a lot of rap stuff going on. And then I had my mom's stuff sprinkled in, often, which was, the modern day radio stuff going, the Vanilla Ice, at the time, and all the other different stuff going on, and then the only time during the, sprinkled also in there in practice times was the classic rock. So this was my life pretty much for a good part of it, until I started getting to high school. Then when high school hit, I started listening to a little bit more Jack Johnson. This was right before high school, so this
playing
was
some
like
GameCube, watching Family Guy.
Yeah, it was like
Big Black
Jack
Dildo.
Johnson music, Jack Johnson style music, this kind of, because I was living in Florida. This was very cool music. It was good, chill, relax. I liked it. It was fun. It was different from that whole like rap that I was listening to often, and then I started getting into this like alternative rock too, like the Linkin Park and everything else. And what was their names? Smash
Matthews
Mouth,
Band.
Right? Smash Mouth.
Oh, Smash Mouth was it?
Yes.
Smash Mouth was
Mouth,
awesome.
Yeah, dude, so that was
Somebody
awesome.
once told me the world is gonna owe me. Ain't the sharpest tool in the
shed. I was looking kind of dumb with the finger and the thumb, the shape of an L on the forehead.
Well, we start going.
Dude, yes. So I did all that, did the whole high school years, then got into college years, and it was back into a little bit more like the rap again. Was that, and then dance music too was getting a big thing in the end of high school / college. I started no dance as in like techno. I started liking techno before techno became a thing. Like I actually heard it going on in
Techno
places.
was a
I was
thing
like, oh, I love this.
8th grade.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, like, I guess before, like, I heard it, like, constantly all over the place.
Oh, yeah, before it
you know what I
became,
mean?
really,
Like, before it was, like, radio, before it was even in the, like, club scene in college.
Oh, right,
you know what I mean? It wasn't there when I had first gone and seen the club, the bar.
Gotcha.
I was like, all right, well, it wasn't there, at least when I was seeing it. But that was in there, sprinkled at the end of high school, a lot of college, and then college is pretty much just, like, rap stuff and dance music.
Dude, I
then
remember us having deep conversations and arguments about, North and South. I mean, it was a topic on the show of North South
with
hip-hop,
rap
right?
music.
Yeah,
yes,
with rap
exactly.
music,
The difference is like because like you were oh gosh, because you like Kanye. I don't know if you still do, but just like sounds
Dude,
like garbage to me.
Now,
I don't know what it is.
His last 2 albums were really shitty, but the 2 albums before, like the 4 albums before that, they're so good. They've influenced more in hip hop than I think any other. I mean, arguably Dr. Dre, but I mean to say that you have influenced just as much as Dr. Dre.
So, anyways,
really...
I'm not gonna have this conversation because that's a crazy conversation. I can't. No.
I can map you out and show you how the dots connect.
I'll have to see this. This is gonna be a topic one day. It's gonna be a map. We're just gonna look at his insane map of Kanye being how the change of hip hop or change of like music. Anyways, so it morphed, it changed. I met my wife, and then it changed again, and it was like Ray LaMontagne music and more like meditation music, like way more relaxed, and way more classical music was entered in my life. Not from her so much as just like the meditation music led more into when I listen to more classic, and the lack of desire to listen to rap music. Like you too were saying that you just were like, ugh, everything's just boring. You know, B.O.B. is one of those guys I can still listen to, B.O.B.
Yeah, I love
because
B.O.B.
it's like he's got some fun, funky shit, and then he's got some stuff that are like really deep, and I'm like, heck yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I wish that he would just come back out and do a whole album, that deep soul stuff that he deliver, you know?
I liked his stuff before he went like full mainstream.
And then to end this topic right here, my last one was I've morphed now into country music, believe it or not. And, you know, can't stand the top 40 music anymore. Can't stand this stuff. I've been listening to it nonstop. I don't want to listen to classical. And then when I listened to country, I was like, whatever, I'll just give it a shot. Started listening to country, and I was like, shit, you know, what's kind of funny is that a lot of this stuff that they're talking about right now applies to my life. It's like they're like talking about, you know, working outside, driving in the truck, doing this thing. I'm like, duh.
Can we have a topic on you making we have a topic on you just like making a case for country music?
It was, yeah, honestly, because it was totally different for me, and and not saying that I'm all about it and I'm sucking on it, so you know, but it's still, there's a lot of songs I do like now.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't have said that I would never, ever had said that I would have liked country music in my life.
Yeah, that's
crazy. You know, which is funny.
All right, well, that was a great topic. I really enjoyed it. I got to know you a little bit better, buddy.
Yeah.
And those are the best topics. So let's move on.